comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there. But give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 on the 26. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The short hands. It's Hill.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw yet again. He lets it rip. Oh, what a grab! He's in the clear. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, we've talked about this guy all week. We sat down with him yesterday in the production meeting. He had that look in his eye that he thought he might have a big day. And, man, is he off to a good start. Play after play, matchup after matchup. This guy puts the ball right on the money to give them big yards through the air.
Caught in the backfield. It's buried. Touchdown, LSU. That's how you finish a play. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Press coverage now from these DBs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. First down. They'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Price. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. Breaks an open space. Here he goes. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They'll run it here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. He didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Touchdown, LSU. This quarterback on fire today. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. Very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Went after, up and good. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period.
14, Alabama, 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. That play moves the ball across midfield, and we set it for the first down at the 41.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Dropping back. It's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Caught by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations, and they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Not a huge gain here, but the quarterback does a nice job of going with this safe, smart option, finding the big tight end and picking up a critical first down to keep this drive rolling.
6th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Off target and incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, but you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the ground, it's Durham. Has the first down, is still going. He's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. At the 10, touchdown, Tigers. Way too much speed on that play.
What a touchdown. touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. The shotgun running play call.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Going for his running back. Caught near the sticks. It's Price. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Lets it fly to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The pass rush closing in. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The defense gets the sack and gets off the field. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 35. He's in the clear. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Design quarterback run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Russell. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, he pays for this one. Heads-up play to use his feet to get the first down, but, man, did he get blasted at the end of that one.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, they can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway, but one of the star players on this defense couldn't make it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Over the middle, it's Edwards. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. Took contact on the throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
So here's the first play of the drive now, the begin of the 41. Tight end goes in motion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back. It's Russell. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's going to pull it down and run. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And make an adjustment before this important play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. 4th down, looking to throw for it. On the move now. He's going to take off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And we're going to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Pass not complete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Back to pass. It's Russell. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make it.
And looking for a big play here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll stop here behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Toss it to the back, running left. Finds room at the 30. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Russell. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, does a nice job here as a safety of just sitting back, kind of playing center field, letting the play develop, and then once the ball's in the air, he did not hesitate, and that quickness allowed him to come up with that interception.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, LSU. This offense is still clicking. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Wallace. He's tackled at the 10. Now good field position to start the drive. The drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
That makes the score LSU 56, Alabama 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
To the air. It's Russell. Pressure is coming. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Price.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. A running play called on 4th down. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down. After a clutch conversion on 4th down, let's see if they keep feeding the running back here.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Launches it deep down the left side. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Bama.
Number 8, Halton in the end zone.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Looking downfield. It's Russell. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time.
16.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. So here's the first play of the drive now. They'll begin at the 41. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. Just pounding away for another big game, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Short throw complete to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On the move now. It's a deep shot right down the middle. The pass ball is incomplete. Took a deep shot on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final quarter coming up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game will get a little bit more competitive.
Alabama 16.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's another sack. What a job on his defense. Even with this sizable lead here early in the 4th quarter, they are not letting up. They don't even see the score. They're still in that attack mode, and I love to see it.
And the ball to the ground. And the ball bounce out of bounds, so they avoid decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. And that Mighty Bengals offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Nowhere to run. They'll corral it for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Takes the handoff. It's Perry. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
That makes the score LSU 72, Alabama 16.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Defense is coming after him. Extending the play now.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I think the defense underestimated the quarterback and his speed here. And just like that, he takes off for a big chunk of yards. This defense may want to take note.
Off the play fake on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And another sack here to add to their sizable tally on the day. Look, the game is over. It's time to run the football. At the very least, try some misdirection at the line. This offensive line has been getting whipped all day long.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Track for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Chris, that's another sack. I got to turn to the statistician. I've lost track. There's been so many. Can't we just call this game? In all honesty, they should start considering a mercy rule like they do in college baseball or softball. Enough.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Dropping back. It's Russell. The pass rush closing in. A fourth down completion to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Has the first down and more. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had...
Cricket!